You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together.
Hello everybody, welcome to Dad Crossing. This week, as we know, Nick is in Universal, or has been in Universal, so he's been too lazy to show up and actually record an episode with me. I'm kidding, we love you, Nick. So instead, I have my middle child, my youngest daughter, Emily.
Hello.
Do you want to say a little bit about yourself?
On
On the spot, look.
I like drawing.
I love lamp. Alright, okay. Well, we did an episode with Logan, and it went quite well. There was a lot of talk about chicken nuggets. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of talk about either drawing, anime, music, meat, I'm a sheep, and moo, I'm a cow. Because, I can't have normal children.
Oh, wow, thanks.
So I'll fire it off just to get you going a little bit less awkward, because it's your first time doing anything like this, and I can tell by the big red rosy cheeks and the big grin on your face that you're a bit nervous. So, cats or dogs?
Cats.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox, because I've never played on PlayStation before.
Good girl. That's what we expect. Drawing on paper or drawing digitally?
I think drawing on paper feels better, but drawing, digitally has got a lot more stuff.
Oh, okay. Country or pop punk?
Pop punk's like Fall Out Boy and all that, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Pop punk, then.
Pop punk, yeah, look at that. Stay up late or wake up early?
Stay up late.
Pizza or burgers?
Ooh. It depends on the pizza, and it depends on the burger.
Cheeseburger, pepperoni pizza.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, look at that, easy peasy. So out of the two games, Stray or Little Nightmares?
Stray, definitely.
Cats. What's been your favourite family holiday so far? And that can be here or mum's. So
I can't remember what it was called, but it was when we went to that house with the massive house, and it had that kind of field and then all the forest.
Oh, with the zip line.
Yeah.
Oh, so when we went to County Durham, that was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that one. I like that one too. We were supposed to go back there for Christmas this year, but that's all fallen through.
Oh.
Best thing I cook.
Tuna pasta bake.
And what's the worst dad joke I've said? Can you think of any?
Cannot think of any.
Oh. Okay. Why are chickens really cool?
Oh God.
I love making kids feel uncomfortable. It is a dad thing to do. Well, is there anything you want to ask me? We'll start with you asking me, put me on the spot before I start asking you questions.
Would you rather play on modern technology or Game Boy and all that?
I'm gonna go say Game Boy just for the nostalgia side of things. I never had one as a kid, so that's why I have the Lego one, because I never got one. Grandma and Granddad bought me a Sega Game Gear instead, which was like the size of a house brick, about as thick as a house brick, and relied on 6 really big, chunky, heavy batteries to play. And it wasn't anything to do with Nintendo; it was all Sonic. So,
nice.
While all my friends were playing Mario and things, I was playing Sonic. So. But they got Uncle Dan Did they get him? No, they got him. I can't remember what they got him. I think they got him the opposite to me though. So yeah. But no, I like the games of modern technology. Like I'm really excited for Zelda Ocarina of Time to come out later on this year because they're doing a remaster of that, and that's
Ooh.
my all-time favorite Zelda game ever. So very excited about that. But I do like my older consoles better.
I've done my technology project on Zelda the Ocarina of Time because it's like a speaker where you put your phone into and it amplifies it. It's something to do with retro, so I did retro gaming and I picked Zelda.
Oh, cool. And how have you made it like what? How have you made it Zelda themed?
So I put the Zelda Ocarina of Time logo on the back, and then like the front piece where like the proper speaker is, it's got the like the triangle symbol.
Triforce.
Yeah. And it's got a bunch of leaves on the front, and the design of it is like leaves around the middle and just like a light greenish background.
All right, cool. You know what an ocarina is, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to double check that because I'd have said that like you made the speaker look like an ocarina.
Oh, I could have done that. Oh.
But anyway, that does sound very, very cool. All right. Anything else you want to ask me before I start asking you questions?
Who's the favourite child?
You can't ask an adult that. It all depends on the day. Today you're the favourite because Logan has spoken a lot and we've barely seen Jaya. So,
Yippee.
Yippee. But yeah. So I'll explain very quickly before I start asking these questions is Emily, you only live with us half the time, don't you?
Yes.
You live the rest of the time with your mum, your stepdad Adam, and he's free, isn't he?
I think so.
Oh god.
I think he's 4.
But anyway, with your younger brother, who we won't say just in case your mum gets upset about the idea that we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're going to spend half your time here, so a lot of these questions are only based on 50% of the time being here. So, yeah. So what's the one thing that I do that is cool, and then one thing that I do is it's incredibly embarrassing?
One thing that I think is cool is like have some of like the old gaming consoles, like what's that blue one called?
Well, that blue one.
Yeah, that blue one.
It's purple, and it's the GameCube.
That's purple.
That is purple, yes. The original GameCube was like it does lean towards the blue colour, but it is purple.
That looks really blue.
No.
Probably your dad jokes.
Oh, everyone loves dad jokes though. Okay, I'll stop doing them.
Oh, no, it's I'm only kidding. We're okay.
Okay. If you could rewrite one family rule, what would it be and why?
I have to think over the family rules now.
Don't really have many. Be respectful. Listen to what we say. Do as you're told. Eat your vegetables. And always let us know what you're doing. It's kind of pretty much. And the rest of it is just, as I like to call it, faff parenting. We'll leave you to
Shoo, go away.
foot about and find out.
If I had to pick one, probably the vegetable one, because I don't really like very, very many vegetables. I like broccoli and carrots, and I like sweet corn when it's with tuna pasta.
Oh, okay.
And then peas with gravy. That's nice.
Yeah, I can't remember if Jay. I'm gonna have to ask Jay because if Jay likes sweet corn, I can start putting sweet corn in the tuna pasta.
Because Grumpy makes like a cold tuna pasta with sweet corn. It's so nice.
Oh, there we go. If I could rewrite one family rule, I don't know. I have to live by the rules as well. So
Yeah.
I'm the boss. Lindsay's the boss. Definitely. What's the biggest difference between living here and living at your mum's? And I apologise, Lorna, for the answer.
Probably the bedrooms, because here I have to share with Jaya, but at Mum's I have a bedroom of my own, and it is really decorated. Like drawings, posters, crafts, figures, shelves everywhere.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a bit more difficult though when you're here because, well, you weren't supposed to be sharing with Jaya because Jaya's supposed to be at university, but she's come back. So it's kind of fallen that you and Jaya are sharing, but you get on better age-wise now than you and Logan. So
Yeah.
it's just a lot easier. You're doing very well living on top of each other in that because, two girls, teenagers.
Jaya has to go to bed early for work.
Well, she doesn't have to go to bed early to work. She's just old and chooses to do that.
I don't think she's that old.
She's that old that she could also enjoy Werther's Originals, like you.
Wow, right.
Ethel.
Don't need to bring that up.
What's something adults think teenagers care about that teenagers don't actually care about at all?
Oh. Probably, personally, about, like, getting a partner or something. Like, the older adults always saying, oh, so you got a boyfriend yet? No, I don't.
No. I don't have that rule in. You each to your own. Jay was the same. It happens when it happens.
Yeah.
I'm not fussed. It's actually, from a father's point of view, it's pretty good sometimes that you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend because it means I don't have to worry about becoming a grandparent anytime soon or at all.
I'm not having kids.
Why? Just no.
No.
Just Logan and all. Logan put you off. Oh.
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay, because I asked you this at the dinner table because you wanted to know an example of questions. So if I was to try and survive in one of your favourite video games, how long do you reckon I would last and why?
Can I name a few?
You can name a few different ones. Give it some scenarios.
Okay, so Tomodachi Life. I think you'd be perfectly fine in that. You'd be shaking maracas in bushes and saying that you're evil Homer.
And by the way, this isn't the first time that anybody that listens to this hears that because I have described how on Jaya's I was dancing around in a pink dress with maracas, and on yours I seem to be jumping out of bushes with maracas. So apparently my personality really likes maracas.
Stray. Depends if you are a robot or a cat. A cat, I think you'd be fine. You'd be with the other cats unless you're like the main character. And a robot, you're fine as long as you don't get involved with like the police and trying to leave like the big cylinder thing you all live in.
Yeah, I can't remember the name they call that. Like the underground city. I haven't played Stray for a long time.
The slums, I think.
I think it might be.
There's different levels and they're all called different things.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Far Cry 5, specifically Far Cry 5, I haven't played any others. Depends on your aim, how much you can tolerate Faith Seed. I hate her.
Just a living hatred for a digital person. It's alright, we get it. Isabel was mine.
She annoys me so much though. And if you feel up to stopping a cult, basically.
Yeah, it's not on my to-do list, but I reckon I'd be okay. I think I'd be tactful and resourceful enough to survive in Far Cry. But then my only issue is that I get sidetracked quite easily and usually end up rummaging along some kind of honey badger that tries to gnarl at me. They were the worst. I don't know if they're in Far Cry 5, but they were definitely in Far Cry 3 and 4.
There's a lot of Wolverines, like little
yes,
badger
they are like
thingies.
they're like the honey badger of the Far Cry world. What game would you force me to complete from start to finish?
What is like a game I've played loads?
Do not say Undertale, because I could not figure that game out for the love of money.
Never played it.
Oh, good.
haven't played it, but probably Hollow Knight, because I've heard from my friend who like has played it for a while and has finished it once and is halfway through it again. It is a very rage-inducing game.
It is. I have played both the Hollow Knights and I've played Silk Song, and I haven't finished any of them because they are ridiculously difficult.
There you go then.
Yeah.
One of the three.
So, do you know what that style of game is?
Combat?
No, it's called a Metroidvania. So, you know, like Super Metroid, Metroid Prime, where you that woman in the robot suit, Samus.
Yeah.
You'll have seen me playing it at some point.
Yeah.
So, that style of game is that you can get to an area, but sometimes there's certain areas in that area that you can't get to because you don't have the ability or anything that's unlocked. A bit like Ori, when I showed you Ori, the little like white fox sprite thing that jumped around.
Yeah.
So you have to like unlock the abilities, and then sometimes have to go back and forth from different areas to get further. That's what Hollow Knight's like. So like sometimes you can be trying to do something for ages and ages and ages, and then realize, I don't have the actual power to do this. I need to go to somewhere else, and then you forget where you were and what you were trying to do, and you get sidetracked by something else. And that's why it's rage inducing.
Yeah.
Lots of dying, lots and lots of dying. I'd say what's my punishment for not doing it, but I don't want to know because I don't want to have to do it because I am not finishing any of the Hollow Knights anytime soon. So
I could get you to start jumping out at people with maracas.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
Yeah, just go around town.
Don't know if I want to ask this one, but what is the weirdest thing you've ever seen me do? Don't say that there's a lot of weird things that you do, so because I get that. I'm special.
I don't think anything, like there's one specific thing you've done that is weird. There's just you as a whole is weird in a good way. We all have to be a bit weird.
Oh, Dad, we love you, but you're really strange.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'd rather be weird than normal and boring. Yeah, definitely. I'm sat here twiddling pieces of Lego. What anime or animated world would you actually want to live in?
There's a few I would like to live in. Probably Digital Circus for a bit, otherwise I'd like go insane. Probably like any Studio Ghibli anime I would gladly stay in.
You're going to
forever.
have to name some of those because I don't know any anime really other than Dragon Ball Z and Ghost in the Shell.
Ponyo, My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, and the four that I've watched.
Oh, okay, cool. I'd go with... the other Naruto is the other one that I've watched. Quite liked Naruto. I liked the Naruto games as well. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, I'd like to live in that.
I haven't watched it mainly because I'm not too keen on the art style. That might sound a bit petty, but...
No, not at all.
I haven't seen the anime, so I don't know what it's like.
You're allowed to be petty with your art styles because your drawings are really good. So
Thank you.
And you take a lot of creative input from different styles of anime drawing. So you're allowed to be petty. It's fine. I'll let you off. Which leads us actually into a really good one. It's, when you're drawing, what's the first character? What comes first, the character, the story, or just whatever pops into your head?
It depends on what the character is, because if like I'm drawing a character like of one of my own and a person comes up to me and says, "Oh, who's that?" then I'd like have to explain the lore behind the character for them to understand.
So the lore comes first.
Yes,
Oh.
definitely. Especially for a few OCs that I have. Like the one I showed you, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, the one in the back rooms. There is some lore behind that to figure out why X looks like that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I've actually bought some stuff today. I got myself a sketch pad and some sketch pencils and sketch colours and some water markers to actually try and start drawing myself again and doing some kind of graffiti style work because I like doing the calligraphy side of graffiti more than drawing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've got that to do. Rather than sitting and playing games until silly hours, I'll draw for a bit and then go to bed. That's my plan, to try and not be in front of a screen for as long. Because we keep telling you guys, hey, you can't be on screens all the time. But then...
You're being on screens all the time.
Lindsay lays in bed watching the iPad and I sit and play my Xbox. So, counterproductive. So, leading by example is the way that we're going to go, hopefully. What music artist would somebody be surprised to find in your playlist? Which is quite interesting because we have a very similar taste in music. Apart from I lean more into the metalcore, where you lean more into your emo pop punk.
Depends on how said person views how I am. Like, if they see the very quiet, I'm going to say cutesy side, then they'd be very surprised to hear me listening to, like, Slipknot or Korn or something. But then, like, the ones who see me as kind of, like, more grunge, probably, don't think you've heard of her, but Leve, she does, like, quite calm-ish pop songs.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know who that is, but quite glad that you listen to Slipknot and Korn. I might have to push some bands your way, like Motionless in White and Falling in Reverse.
I think I've heard some songs from Falling in Reverse before.
Very good. Yeah, very good. I'd say Hatebreed. Hatebreed's a bit heavy screamy.
Yeah, I like a little bit, but not like that's just how they sing all the time.
By the way, children, if you're going to make a note of these, please ask your parents before you listen to them, because some of them do say a lot of bad words.
Yes.
I don't mind Emily listening to bad words because she's clever enough to figure out when to use them and when not to use them. So we have that rule, don't we?
Yes.
We're not bothered if you use swear words as long as they are within the right context and non-derogatory. Hard to say that word. If you could instantly master one skill tomorrow, what would it be?
Probably to have a fixed art style.
Oh, I was going to say, like, be able to draw hands.
I can draw hands pretty well. That's
you can
why.
now. You did struggle a little bit, though.
Yeah, that's why I've made my four-armed character as an excuse to draw my hands.
Glutton for punishment. I struggle to draw hands, so here I'm going to make an octopus with hands.
Yeah, because I can go from like really chibi art styles to like more like cartoony to anime. I need to set on one style.
Oh, mix them together. Surely you could bring, because that's what most creators do. They end up bringing influences from different places. So like, I know a lot of original anime style artwork did come from Dragon Ball Z because it was the early hand sketch stuff.
Yeah.
And then different people brought that into different ones. So like the face shapes and stuff are very similar in terms of like the angles of the faces and stuff like that. Some have made them soft and some have actually lent more into the angled stuff.
Perspective, that would definitely be a skill that I'd need.
What, in terms of like if somebody's leaning away from where you think the centre point is in a drawing or the vanishing point in a drawing, that it's smaller than the rest.
Yeah, and like side profiles and all that, I cannot draw them for the life of me. It's really annoying.
There is ways to do that. Have you ever done any perspective drawings in terms of just using rulers and a centre point?
I have a few times, but like I think it's because I've barely ever done it that it just looks weird. There is also an art technique, I forgot what it's called, but like you kind of like, it's really weird. So you like draw squiggly lines as in like where you want the thing to like be facing or placed, and then you just kind of draw it from that. It's hard to explain, but like once you see it, you know what I'm like trying to explain.
Yeah, so you like the squiggly line, the top and the bottom. You start from there and you come outwards towards what you want your picture in the foreground to be.
No, but I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, okay. You'll have to show me one day.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I like doing perspective drawings. I like doing them. What I used to do when I did a lot of drawing was, I'd do like a cityscape kind of drawing from the aspect of being stood on top of a building. So like you could see the rest of the skyline for the city, and then there was just this big wall, and on that wall would be some kind of graffiti, but the graffiti was then in the same perspective as everything else.
Yeah.
So it looked like you were staring at it from one angle and you could see the rest of the skyline.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, it took a lot of work.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of lines.
Lines.
What's one thing you wish parents understood about being 14?
That just because we seem like we're in a mood, we're not always in a mood.
I think that's. I'll probably get myself shot for saying this from both your stepmom and your mother. I think that's more of a woman thing. Men instantly go with the, "Are you okay? Why are you in a mood?" Because we don't understand body language so much.
Yeah.
Find it very hard to read. But you've got to kind of be very blunt.
Yeah.
So don't leave us guessing. Is the one thing. But no, I get that. I mean, I was the same younger, but I spent most of my time. Well, hang on, this sounds very familiar. I spent most of my time drawing with my headphones on.
Like father, like daughter.
Exactly. Grandma would say exactly the same. If I wasn't out riding on my bike, I was in my room with headphones on drawing. So, pretty much exactly the same. This is going to be interesting. If you could swap lives with me for one day, what would be the first thing you'd do?
This is really going to get you fired, but go to work and press all of the buttons.
That would get me fired.
Yes.
And it'd cost a lot of money, but yeah. Oh. You do need to come and see where I work. I think you'd be shocked. It's in the August holidays. I think I can book you on. I've got to wait for the email to come out, but I can book you on to come and do a site tour and come on site.
Ooh, that'd be
So I might
nice.
do that and might bring you and Logan and maybe ask Jay. Jay might not be as interested, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can do that.
I want to ask you the same question. What
Yeah.
would you do?
To be 14 again would be very interesting, but I would definitely go into school and see what school's like compared to when I was. Because as silly as it sounds, when you leave high school after a few years of living in the real world and doing some adulthooding, you begin to miss how easy it was at high school, that you just went and you had a structure of what you was doing and who you were seeing and
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Have fun with the people in my classes.
They were probably exactly the same sort of people in my classes.
LD on Friday, we had a substitute, which was amazing. People were throwing stuff across the classroom. There was books, planners, pencil cases, a handbag.
Fair enough.
Don't know where that came from. A lot of paper balls, and for some reason a pen that I got hit on the back of the head with.
I'm more surprised at the handbag than a pen. So, I mean, put it this way: when I was at high school, it was like the craze where BB guns were still like first coming in, and what people would do is they'd cut the end of the shoelace off, fray it all out, and then push a pin through the middle.
Yeah.
And melt it a little bit. So then, like the tail, the frilly part of the lace would make like the feather of a dart. And they would then fire it down either a straw or use a BB gun to fire it.
Oh, that's cool, but painful.
It is cool and painful. Don't do that. It's very silly, but that's what they used to do. So yeah. What's your favourite memory that involves just us? We do struggle to do a lot of things that are just us, but that's generally...
Us as a family, or just
No,
me
just
and
me
you?
and you.
Six. When we went to go see Six the musical.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay came as well, didn't she?
No, it was just me and you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we listened to Six.
The soundtrack all the way there.
And all the way back.
Yeah, true. That was really good, actually. It was
Yeah.
an interesting take on Henry VIII and his wives.
Yes.
I can't remember the song now to remember how many, like...
6 wives.
Well, 6, yeah, but I can't remember like which ones lost their heads, which ones. But yeah.
Divorced, beheaded, and died. Divorced, beheaded, and survived. That's also in Horrible Histories.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Bit of history lesson.
I just can't remember which one's which. And I know the order. I just don't know which one.
Yeah, I remember that being very stressful getting in at my part because it was very, 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 very busy.
Mm.
But I did enjoy that a lot. So, and it's not very often I do stuff like that. I don't go to watch shows because I don't know. It's just not something I end up doing. It's usually Lindsay's shtick is going out and seeing.
That's why she came to Hamilton with me and Mum.
Yeah,
that was amazing. Love Hamilton.
fair enough. Right, this is the last question before the kind of final question. If you could give me any advice as a parent, what would it be?
I'm going to say there is none, and I won't be able to give you any anyway, because I don't know how to be a parent.
Oh, you don't know how to be a parent, but you have from your perspective, you can see that sometimes we rush around and we stress out about things, and we feel like we should be running around and stressing out about things and trying to make sure that you guys have got a comfortable childhood. Like I didn't have a comfortable childhood. Granddad was poorly. Grandma was looking after Grandad quite a lot. And then Grandma was working nights and stuff like that while Grandad was poorly. It was quite a difficult childhood for me. And Lindsay's was better, but her parents separated when she was younger and stuff like that. And we try our very best to make sure that you guys kind of don't see any struggles.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Last question, and then half an hour. Look at that. We will probably wrap it up. Ask you if you've got any more questions or if there's anything else you want to say. But yeah. So when you're my age, what's one thing you hope you'll remember about me? So by the time you're, you look at 14, so in 36 years' time.
Oh wow, that's a long way away.
Yeah. What do you hope you're going to remember about me at this age?
There's a lot of things, but I'm trying to think of a main thing. Probably the fact that you were there for everything, really.
I did try to be there for everything. There's a few things I wasn't there for, but that's because I either can't get it off work or not. But yeah, the beauty of working shifts means I get a lot of time off during the day, so coming to sports days and stuff. And that, what was it that you did, the paint run?
Oh, back in primary school,
yeah.
the colour run with the powder paint and stuff.
Yeah, because Logan, your teachers even let Logan get involved, so that was good fun.
I think I ended up eating half of the powder paint.
Yeah, I've got a photo somewhere of you both absolutely covered in it.
That was fun.
I can see it on your teeth. Because you've got a big silly grin on your face. It's on your teeth, it's in your eyes, it's up your nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. Oh. Squeeze.
Squeeze.
So is it I've done a lot of question asking there. You ask at the beginning a little bit. Is there any more that you'd like to ask or say?
What do you guys even talk about on the podcast? You can't just talk about games all the time. I mean, I know that's the whole point, but
well, it's not actually. It used to be the point when we did Game Pass Tracker and Game Pass News. We did there was a lot of Xboxy kind of stuff and talking about games coming and going, what we've been playing as thoughts on them. But when we originally did Dead Crossing, it was all centered around Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Until Nintendo kind of got a bit bored of bringing stuff out for Animal Crossing. We started to touch on a few parenting subjects, like how to manage kids and their devices and screen time and the issues around like games like Roblox and stuff and not having the safety features and stuff for kids. And then that kind of we felt like that ran its course a little bit, and Nick picked up an Xbox, so we rolled into doing stuff about Game Pass. But then we had a few issues with what we were doing as Game Pass tracker, and we stepped away from that and we said, right, let's reinvent Dad Crossing.
Yeah.
So Dad Crossing is actually more of a parenting podcast than a gaming podcast.
Oh.
So we spend most of our time talking about what we've been doing as dads.
Yeah.
What the kids, like what you've been up to, like Nick's little boy and little girl Noah and Ariel, what they've been up to. Like Noah's an awesome little bowler. He also does a lot of stage plays and stuff like that. Like he did Shrek the Musical last year.
I didn't do it, but like other people did.
Yeah. And Ariel plays soccer. So she does travel soccer. So they travel around. She plays for her local team and stuff like that. And she's getting really, really good at it. And like she's been picked up by somebody to join a different team just recently. So we talk about that. We talk about what Nick's wife's been doing, Becca. They've just got a new cat, Domino. Talk about what Lindsay's been doing, talk about what I've been doing, and then sometimes we'll talk about the games we've been playing, but just to kind of chat games. And then because we do 2 episodes every week, so Monday would be like what we call our everyday life. So we talk about what we've been doing for the last week, bit of a catch up. Yeah. And then on the Wednesday episode that comes out, we usually pick a topic. So we call it, and that's Dad Life. So that's like we'll talk about lots of different stuff, like how sometimes, and this is like rolls back to being in high school, where sometimes as a parent you kind of lose sight of who you are as a person, because you spend so long looking after kids. You've got to think about it. Like for me, I've been a parent since 2012. Lindsay's been a parent since 2009. And we've still got Logan, who's 8. So you want to think about how much more parenting we've got to do. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes it's difficult. We don't all my friends that I had in high school, I don't really see anymore. So I see more people at work who I spend most of my time with anyway. And then there's Joe, and that's pretty much it, really.
Yeah.
So we talk about that. We talk about how, like, the difficulties of being a parent and the stuff that you can do to resolve it, and we talk about like how to handle, you know, you guys growing up and all that. But yeah, it's a parenting one, and we feel like it's nice, and we provide a bit of a insight for people who might be new parents.
Yeah.
Or people who've been parents for a long while and just laugh and joke us. But we also then talk about lawn care and, you know, just boring dad stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's what we do. 2 episodes, mainly, every week, unless, like, we've been away or stuff's come up. So
yeah.
Do you want to say bye to everybody? Do you think you can roll us out if I can give you an example?
Yeah.
So usually what I'd say is like something along the lines of, well, thanks very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Blah blah blah. And until next week, we shall see you later. And that's kind of how I end it.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Hello, goodbye, farewell, good evening.
Buenas noches.
I won't see you next time, but have fun with this one and Nick, if he's going to be joining.
He should be, unless he like falls in a pipe or lava at Mario Land. He should be back.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Well, farewell, good evening, good night, and good morning.
See you later, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott. You can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over, because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.